Hi, I'm Esther Anderson, Logie-nominated Australian actress, host and international model, and I'm here with personal transformation experts, spiritual teachers and authors, Sandra and Daniel Biskind. Hello again.
Hi,
Esther.
Hey, and today we get to talk about the key word unity in the Codebreaker Platinum series. Tell us please what you mean by unity.
Well, in unity consciousness, you see how everything belongs together and you understand the cosmos in relation to yourself and your true self.
When you don't have unity, you have separation. Judgment and separation are inextricably interwoven in the illusory world of your ego mind, and they both result from resistance or non-acceptance of what is.
Wow. I think if everyone truly understood that, it'd solve a lot of problems.
For sure.
And you talk about your true self and ego mind programs. Tell us how they relate to unity.
Well, your true self is the perfection of who you really are. And if you understand who you really are, you understand that you're never alone in the world.
And what about ego mind programs?
Ego mind programs are illusory products of your ego mind that are parts of a self-image that you believe are true, but they're not. They're always dysfunctional. Say you've got an ego mind program that you're separate. Well, you're going to create a life in which not only are you separate, but you're lonely and alone.
Yeah, so without unity, it sounds like a pretty scary world to live in.
Exactly.
But what I do love is your concept of neutrality. How does that relate to unity?
Well, neutrality is a state in which your ego mind programs have no ability to control you. The thoughts and emotions from the ego mind are just not going to have any influence, and you are free to experience unity with the entire world.
Yeah, you know, when you're in that place, you feel connected to others, and that makes you a happier, healthy person, more able to cope with life, and that spells success.
That reminds me of a story. I've got to share this. When we were living in Auckland, not long after we became partners and lovers.
And you don't have to mention the rest.
I was working in the office in our apartment in Auckland, and I was suddenly struck by wave after wave of energy that I can only describe as waves of love. Well, I wanted to find out where this phenomenon was coming from, and so I tracked it down to the other end of the apartment, and it was the bathroom in our bedroom, and it was the shower, and it was Sandra who was in the shower.
Yes, I was having a peak state of enlightenment at that stage. And of course, I had no idea that Daniel at the other end of the house was getting the overflow of that peak state.
Well, it was more than an overflow. By the time I got to the shower, I was having a peak state of unity.
Of unity. Yes, that's right, because that's what those peak states of enlightenment do. And for me, it was I got into the shower. I'd been completely neutral. We'd been working and talking and studying about enlightenment and wholeness. And I turned the water on, and when the water came out, instead of water, it was me. And instead of me, it was the water. And everything was connected. There wasn't a me. So the body knew that there was water. There was water pouring out of my eyes, my nose, everywhere. It was the most incredible place. And I understood in that moment that the entire universe is one, that there was no separation between me, the air the body was breathing, the water that was coming onto the body, the love that the body was emanating. It was all fully connected in a unified field. And of course, that's what enlightenment is, and that's where wholeness comes in. So somehow the body got itself out of the shower, and I have no idea, because in that state, you don't really think you are in a state of being, not doing. But the body did get itself out of the shower, and Daniel walked in and just fell to his feet and put his arms around me and put his head on my wet stomach and said, "Oh my goodness." And it was this amazing moment where Daniel walked in, and it was almost like another part of me walked into the room and loved me, and that I was loving myself. And so I really understood very, very clearly that when I look into a mirror and I see you, and I see you, and I see you, then I understand I'm just looking at more of myself, because we're all one.
Yeah, and that's what I think everyone wants, is just to feel that connection.
Yes.
To your true self and to someone else.
Exactly.
To everyone.
Yeah, I mean.
So you experienced that on a level that I guess we'd all love to experience it on.
The more that you work on yourself, the more the more that you've decided that you want to be the best version of yourself, the more that you've decided you want to live in enlightenment and wholeness and to live who you really are, the more you have those experiences. And that experience wasn't new for me, but it was what was new for me was that somebody at the other end of the room, the other end of the house, ended up coming in, and I've got no idea what everybody else in the rest of the apartment building must have been feeling. It probably was mayhem at that stage.
There wouldn't have been any water coming out their showers.
No, but they still would have been getting that. Those waves of energy and love, because we're all connected. So just imagine this. This is really the basis of our teaching. And we say that if one person dedicates themselves to their own enlightenment, to living the best version of who they are, that one person changes the whole world. So how would you be able to go to war with another person? How would you be able to hurt another person if you understood that they're you, that you are all one?
Imagine if humankind was one thought in the mind of God with 7 billion different expressions.
Yeah, I mean,
we manifested in each and every one of us.
Exactly. We would be all celebrating our uniqueness, our differences. We would not be going to war over them. How exciting is that? I want to live in that world.
Unbelievable. So you would understand that, we're all connected. We're all brothers and sisters.
Exactly. That's exactly. In fact, you know what? We're more than brothers and sisters. We're just one.
Yeah.
It's just one. Esther, I just look into your eyes and I see me.
You're going to get me emotional. It just, I mean, you've just put it absolutely perfectly. That's, there is no way that you could have the level of, just destruction and everything on the planet that we're living on, if we just got that, if we just understood that.
And in the whole of the platinum password, in that whole of it, every word is so important.
Because if you're hurting someone else, you'd be hurting yourself.
Exactly, yes. And you can feel now that unity underpins everything. And that in the beginning, though, you think, well, unity, what's that? But it's really important.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Just continue to uplift me every time we get to do these videos. I'm so grateful. And I'm sure you're enjoying everything that you're receiving, all the beautiful stories as well, personal stories that Sandra and Daniel are sharing with us. So much more than just, the information alone. So thank you. And if you want to find out more, go to their website, thebiskinds.com, and sign up to get notification when the next video and ebook will be available. Thank you.
Thank you, Esther.
Esther.